Okay.
I was born ready.
Were you born ready?
Born on third base.
What year were you born? You were born on third base, you're right. What year were you born?
81.
Old as fuck.
81. Who was your first president?
Is it bad? I don't remember. My
God, are you serious?
96. It was.
Is that Clinton?
I think it was Clinton.
Wow, you're young, man.
Yeah, and then Bush was my first president.
Yeah.
This is the only one I cared about. Plus, I got to see Bush in person, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Because from Crawford and all, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I came to our gym.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I
had a friend. I had a friend who. I had a friend who they had some kind of party out there, and Bush was there and all that. And he sent out a group chat one day. He was like, "I'm pooping in the president's bathroom." I was like, "Really, dude? This is what you're doing with your life?" At the time, we all just died laughing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm 100%. I would do that now.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I'm shitting in the president's bathroom.
This is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I don't blame him, man. I mean, at the time, like I said, it was hilarious. But if I were there now, I'd be like, I'm holding this in. There's no way I'm going.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I got to be professional.
Not me. That's the first thing I'm saying is, where's your bathroom? I'll push one out. Just to be like, I shit in the president's house.
You should video it. Make a TikTok.
Oh. Guess where I'm at.
Oh, my goodness. Million likes.
Yeah.
And the president sees it. Really? Going through the president has his own TikTok. Going through it. This he's in my bathroom taking a shit, and he got likes off of it.
Yeah. I'd do it.
I'm about it, actually. Now you put it that way. Yeah.
100%, man.
Social media is where it's at. What's up?
I was looking at your hat, seeing what it said.
What does it say?
Heart of Texas Electric Co-op.
Yeah, that's my dad's.
I like the hat. That's why I was looking to see what it said.
I can get you some.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, my dad's cousin, he basically runs the company.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, he's giving us a couple of these for free. They're pretty good hats too.
I like
they last.
I like it.
They're made really well.
Yeah, what were we talking about before? Oh, first president.
Oh, yeah.
Clinton.
Like I said, Bush is my first president.
Right.
I don't even remember Clinton. I was 4.
Yeah. Well, I know what you're saying.
I was born in 96, so
I was. Mine was Reagan. I was a Reagan baby.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the manliest president we've had in ever.
I think he came into office as a matter of fact, I think he was in office like a month whenever he was.
Oh, when you were born?
Yeah. Yeah. He was in office
So there's a famous clip of Reagan. He was giving a speech and somebody popped a balloon. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They popped the balloon and he's like, "You missed."
Yeah.
I was like, "What a man."
Yeah.
What a man.
What'd it go? Reagan.
Don't ask me.
Senior.
Don't ask me. It was
Reagan, Bush Senior, Billy Boy.
Billy Boy.
And then it went on. Who was after Billy Boy? That'd been Bush Jr., right?
I guess so.
Yeah, I think it was Bush.
Yeah,
Jr.
I don't.
Then the BAM, then Trump 2020, and then here we go. Now we're on to Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, we're on to gas prices and inflation.
Yep,
we're doing really good on that.
Knocking it out of the ballpark.
Hey man, gas went down 10 cents.
Okay.
Yeah, can you?
So it went down $1 for every 10 gallons.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, how does that make you feel?
It helps. Yeah, that whole whopping $1.
So when we went on our honeymoon, 2019, that's already how California gas prices were.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were already like over what they are here.
Yeah. Can you imagine what they are now?
I don't even. It was probably like $9 a gallon.
It's crazy, right?
So they are definitely biking to work. I couldn't live off that.
Nope. It's getting tough, man. Just like we were talking about before. Like, I'm tappy-tap till the end of the year, man. I got stuff to save up for, and I'm spending $85 every time I fill up my car.
So
my car.
Yeah.
You own a truck.
Yeah. How do you think I feel, bro?
Yeah. My car. Yours has got to be over 100.
Oh, yeah.
Every time. It's got to be at least, what, 120, 125? Something
so I haven't gotten it down to, like, almost E yet. I've gotten to, like, 60 miles left.
Yeah.
And this was 2 or 3 weeks ago when it was still a little bit lower than it is now. It was $98. Yeah. Yeah. And this is the first time it's ever happened to me. I was filling up today, and I think I ran the pump out of its gas because it stopped at 74, and I was not full.
Oh, yeah, because I think it stops at a certain... No? Well, maybe some of them do. Some of them stop at a certain amount.
Maybe that's what it was.
It's either 30 gallons or like $75 or whatever it'll stop.
It's never happened to me before.
It depends on. Like I said, I think it depends on the gas station.
Okay, because I've never had that happen.
A lot of them will stop it. Like
no, because it's the same one I've used before, and I spent like $97.
Really, that's weird. That's weird.
Oh, maybe it's one of those they're gonna have to put the plastic bag on.
Yeah, it might have just jacked up.
I don't know. Maybe who knows? Who knows? It was $74 on the dot, so it's probably shut off.
The one I go to, like I have the little points card. It's at Brookshire's, and so for every 100 points you have, it's 10 cents off a gallon.
There you go.
And so, like usually, I spend enough money at Brookshire's that it's usually when I go up, I get about 30 or 40 cents off a gallon.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So then it goes down to about 30, 40 cents a gallon, and but it's only good, which doesn't matter in my car. But if you were in your truck, it only goes to 30 gallons. Then it goes back to regular price.
Oh, well.
But still, you're getting 30 gallons for 40 cents less. That's a decent amount of money.
We sound old as shit right now talking about gas prices.
Nah, man, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's tough out there right now, man.
It's a hard not life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's there.
What was I going to say? I had something to say.
Say it.
God. Tapped out.
Yeah, I'm going to make it awkward. I'm just going to sit here and stare at you until you remember.
I love your beautiful blue eyes.
Thanks, man.
Are they blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little shade. The shade's coming down weird. They look blue. I just wasn't sure.
I've never. Shades looking weird? I feel
nah, bro. You look like a stallion of stallions.
There you go. My eyes are usually bloodshot red. I think it's that medication I take.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably. Timmy?
Yeah, a little bit. My eyes are always bloodshot now. Like they just never aren't. I look high all the time.
I was saying, I worked there. Like, can you get up there, bud?
Yeah, I'm high all the time.
So I don't know who's around your locker. I'm not gonna ask, but you know people when they walk in, you know what they've been doing.
Sure,
you can smell it.
Sure.
There's no way the bosses don't know.
Yeah,
I guess in certain areas it's not a big deal.
I don't mind that as much as I cannot stand. So the one right next to me. Hopefully he doesn't listen. The one right next to me. Are you
talking about?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not me. Me and you ain't that. No.
No, I was talking about my family.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
No, he's not. So he's next to me, but he's not right next to me.
Okay.
No, this is the guy directly next door. Or he might be between us. I can't remember, but not him.
Okay.
Not that guy.
I was like, he's gonna hear this. I'm like,
No, not him. He stinks.
Yeah.
So bad.
Just like no
when
no
he
deodorant.
Comes in, he stinks. Oh. And I'm like, what's happening? And then not only that, but all of his dirty clothes, he just stacks them up in his locker. He never takes them to the thing. And so, like,
does he rewear them?
Yeah, he just reaches in, grabs one, and it all falls out. He shoves it back in, puts them on, and goes down. And
you're shitting.
No. And I am telling you right now, when he opens his locker, it's you're like, what's happening? To the point where I believe someone we know has actually went up and been like, hey man,
I believe
gotta say something.
I 100% believe it.
You gotta say something.
Yeah.
Like you have to do something about this. And they'll go and like you'll know whenever he goes and says that because all of a sudden it's cleaned out until the next time.
Yeah, so I can't there's no so I went in to work today on my day off. And I barely did anything. Like it was a smooth, chill day.
Yeah, sure.
I wasn't in charge. I didn't. I just got to do my part, and I loved it. Barely broke a sweat. Still, those things are getting washed.
Oh yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
like you can't.
No, I wear mine once, man.
Yeah,
once.
Same.
And if I run out, I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
but I'm not.
Yeah, that's how I am. Nope. They'll deal with it, but it's getting washed one way or another.
So, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. I was thinking when this episode's gonna come out. This won't come out.
2 weeks.
Yeah. So, I guess I can put it out there.
Girl, we can always edit it out, man. It's literally a z and it never existed.
Okay. Well.
So say what you got to say. If something happens and you don't happen, whatever, it can go away.
So if the information doesn't get put out,
it goes away tomorrow.
Okay. Cool.
Literally.
Well, I guess. Did you have something you want to say first?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I'm having another kid.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, there's very few people that know it right now.
Yeah,
and we're trying to make it a big surprise for the family. And I only told you because
I
had to tell somebody to talk about it.
Yeah, sure.
So I appreciate you listening about it. But we're going to try to have a big surprise. Mother, if you're listening to this, you already know. But I hope you enjoy the surprise. But yeah, hopefully it's a boy this time.
So okay, you're at an age, and I don't mean to say that like I'm some kind of old man.
You are an old man.
But you're at an age. Do y'all do the whole gender reveal bullshit thing?
So, yeah.
Okay. I figured it was yes, but I didn't know.
So we wanted to do one for our first one, but COVID shut that
shut that shit all the way down.
Shut it way down. So we did a small one with just like me and my parents and my grandma.
How'd you do it?
We did one of the little shot things.
Oh, okay.
Shot out the things.
Yep.
So, I mean, it was cool. You know, we got a video of it floating in the ether somewhere. I think it's on my wife's phone.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I saw the pink come out, and I wasn't disappointed. I was very excited, but I really want a boy this time.
So I'll tell you this. I had it in my head. So me and the ex-wifey, she wanted 2 kids. I wanted none.
Yeah.
We settled on 1.
Yeah.
Now, I preface this by saying, had we not gotten a girl in the first one, there was definitely going to be 2 kids.
Yeah.
And I was going to try for that girl because I wanted a girl, hands down, no questions asked. I was like, if I don't get a girl, I will tell you this. I don't care. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I would have been happy or anything like that. Had it come out and it would have been a boy, I would have been so. I mean, obviously, it'd have been different after they were born. I would have been heartbroken if it was a boy. I would have been I'd have been heartbroken
because you don't want it to be like you.
I know. I just wanted a girl so bad. My whole entire family is guys. All guys. It's a sausage fest over there.
So I bet kiddo is just spoiled out the ass.
So my brother has. I had a girl, and my brother has a boy and a girl. And so I'll tell you how far apart girls are in our family. On my dad's side, my aunt is 67. She's 67 years old, I believe. She might even be older than that, but she's right 67 to 70, somewhere right in there. That's how old my aunt is. The next girl from her is in her mid-20s.
Goodness gracious.
So everything in between there was all guys.
Golly.
So it's all boys. We have, on that side, there's 1 girl cousin. Everybody else is a dude.
You don't have to worry about the family name going away.
Yeah, and then it was the same exact thing on the other side. It's all boy cousins. We have 2 girl cousins.
Man.
1 is my age, and then the next one down is like mid-20s.
I bet your family reunions back then, they were awesome.
Sausage fest.
Did y'all play football?
No.
You should.
We didn't grow up together, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't. None of us grew up together. So we grew up. I mean, like, you got to figure. I moved to Waco when I was in the 2nd grade, and then my cousins, the rest of my cousins, lived there until they were out of high school. But now we're spread out everywhere. It's like that whole set. It's really weird. So it's. Our family lives here, and we're all kind of cliquey. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just we're all kind of cliquey here. And then my other set of cousins all live in Galveston, Corpus Christi, North Padre. They all live in that area, and they all hang out together. And then we have some in the Panhandle that they all hang out together. So as a separate
you got your
group,
cliques.
yeah, we all hang out. And we literally all get. I think the last time we got together was my brother's wedding. I think it was the last time we were all in the same room. It was my brother's wedding, and my brother's been married almost 15 years.
Golly.
We'd never see each other. I haven't seen any of my cousins. I saw my set of cousins that's up in the Panhandle. I saw them probably a couple of years ago was the last time I saw them. The ones that live in Corpus Christi and North Padre and all that, oh, God. Well, I'll tell you that he's got a 5-year-old son, and I've never met his son. So there's been at least 5 since I've seen him, and it's been longer than that. I think the last time I saw him was probably 7-8 years ago. And that's one of them. The other one, probably hadn't seen him in 10 years. I don't know anything about him.
Wow.
That sucks, but it is what it is. Our family's never been that close, and it's not because we hate each other or anything like that. We're just not a close knit group.
Yeah. So my family's like kind of the complete opposite because. Sorry, I'm trying to find a comfortable spot. I like the thing over there.
Go over there.
No, he's cool, bro. It's too late now. We're stopping.
Go over there.
I ain't moving.
I'll move.
No, you're good, bro. No, we're all super close, but you kind of know that because I work with half my family, and then the guy that's doing my AC unit, my cousin. So it's just we're all right here, so we're all pretty close. But back to the baby thing. When I found out I was having a girl, I wasn't disappointed by any means. I was super stoked. That being said, I really want a boy, and this time, if it is a girl, I won't be I won't be sad.
Yeah. But
there'll be like a little bit of like, man, this just is it. Do I go for a third?
Yeah.
Do I just call? Because my daughter is the greatest thing that's ever happened.
Sure.
point blank period.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can go for 3 girls though, man. If I have a second girl and then we go for a third and I have 3 girls, I might just.
Oh my! I feel so.
Oh my God.
I feel so bad for my ex father-in-law because so it's his wife, and then he had 3 girls.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, gosh.
And then the first grandkid that comes, it's a girl.
Yeah.
He has literally no guys in his life.
That's how my dad is.
And then his second. So there's only 2 grandkids. There's grandkids that they call their grandkids, but they're not actually real grandkids. They're just, they call them their grandkids. But actual real legitimate grandkids is my daughter's sister. So it's all girls. It's the whole thing is girls.
That's the same way because my brother has 2 girls. I have a girl, and my dad was like, I guess we're not ever getting a boy.
I guess it's so. Yeah, it's just,
He's like, but if we have a boy, oh my God, he's gonna flip.
yeah.
He wants a grandson so bad.
Really?
Yeah.
My dad, I thought my dad was going to be a little weird about it, about having a girl.
Yeah.
And it's really fun. Well, and you also got to understand, my daughter, not your typical girl. Like, she's not, she can be very prim and proper and little Miss, but she's not that way. So it's like
a cool ass kid though.
She's kind of got the best of both worlds because my dad, we were always wondering if he was going to be like the grandpa that was just like, oh, it's a girl, you know, that kind of thing. And like what? But those 2 are like, they're best of buds.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
hilarious. Like, I was like, I never thought my dad would be that way with a girl. I thought my dad would be the one where like, I don't know what to do here because all I've ever have been around is boys, so I don't know what to do. Dude, him and my daughter are best of buds. I swear, when they get in the same house, they're just like inseparable.
That's
like,
how my you know my dad.
Yeah.
He's Billy.
Yeah.
Right? But those all 3 of the granddaughters,
Oh yeah.
he is the biggest softy.
Oh, yeah.
Like I never thought I'd see my father on the floor playing with like a castle with the little girl. But I'll be damned if he doesn't do it with every single one of them. He's a great grandfather, and that's something I never thought I'd see. It's awesome. It's awesome to see.
Yeah, it's funny, man. My dad's a total softie when it comes to the girls, and like especially, like I'm telling you, man, my and I don't mean this in any kind of bad way, but my niece and nephew live a long ways away, so it's my parents see my daughter every couple of weeks, you know, if not more.
Yeah,
you know, they see her all the time. That group lives so far away; it's tough for them to see him. So he's just got a closer bond.
Yeah,
because
I mean it's natural. Yeah,
it's natural. He's got a closer bond because he sees her all the time. So he's got. So they're really really close, and it's hilarious when they get in the same house because you're like, never thought my dad would bond up with a girl. You know, it's so funny.
I just had one of those BS moments where I was gonna say something and I was like, if I say that, he's gonna scold me.
He's gonna scold me
because I want to. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. But it had to do with reproducing.
Sure.
Yeah, and he
did you make fun of you putting the stem on the apple?
No.
Don't say it.
I want to so bad.
No, my dad was pretty cool. I'll
tell you after.
The thing. My mom, I think I've told this story on the other one. My mom and my ex mother-in-law and then my ex-wife, you know, when it was time for kiddo to go to school and she was starting to be away from us for the first time, you know, where she was going to, you know, not going to be around family members anymore. You know, they gave her the talk. They were like, hey man, if anybody touches you in your no-no spot, you know, and they're like, tell her, you know, you need to tell a teacher, you need to tell, you need to tell your mom, you need to tell your dad, and then they just stop and they go, look, when it comes to the 2 grandpas or your dad, let's tell mom first.
Yeah.
Let mom tell dad and the 2 grandpas, because she was like, it's gonna be a real problem. She's because they're not gonna go what happened, and they're not gonna do any kind of investigation. This is just gonna be World War III.
Oh yeah,
they're all 3 going together. It's gonna be World War III, and then they're gonna go, so what happened? She was like, just tell a teacher or tell a girl. Yeah. Don't tell the guys unless they're the only ones around.
It's going to be that whole Cain Velasquez situation.
We're going to ask questions after we get done.
I mean, I would do the same thing, though. I don't. I think it's a father thing.
Yeah, it's over.
I mean, you see it in movies, but like when they're child gets like anything like that, and the fathers that are like, oh, well, it is what it is. There's always somebody leave it up to the police.
No,
there's no way you leave it up to the police.
You leave it up to the police.
Somebody's getting their face stomped.
Yeah. There was a guy at work. I'll tell you who it is after this because it's really funny when you actually hear who it is.
Oh God.
He said that was one of the things he told his daughter whenever it got her to be dating age. He goes, look, listen, I just need you to understand when you're picking out, when you go out on these dates and you're like, oh, that guy's really cute and I'd like to maybe go spend some time with him. He goes, the first thing you need to ask yourself is this guy worth looking at my dad through a plexiglass window for the rest of my life? And I was like, that is the best way to tell somebody, like, you understand, I'll kill this man. I'll kill him. If you want to look at me through plexiglass for the rest of your life, you better make sure that this guy's worth it.
Oh yeah.
He goes, because I'll kill him. Like, I was like, that's the best way to talk to your daughter. Just like, and then you want to look at me through glass for the rest of your life?
It is such an opposite with boys too. Like, you're like, hey man, go have a good time.
Yeah, either that or something happens, you're like, hey man, grow up, huh?
Yeah, come on, get your shit together.
Figure it out, huh?
Figure it out. You're grounded, But the daughter's like, listen here, sweetie. We're going to have a nice hour-long talk.
Yeah.
And, if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
It's funny, man, because the older they get, and you'll see it whenever she's growing up, the older they get, you look at them at some point and go, oh, you're a girl. Like, as in, you're a chick.
Yeah.
Like, you think just because they're yours that they're different, and then you're like, nope, you have the same weird emotional shit. You have the same this shit. You're batshit crazy like the rest of them. Like you're batshit crazy like the rest. You're a girl.
My daughter already has the same attitude as my wife.
You're like, you're a girl, man. So you just got to put it in this like. Because you think you can, because you're like, oh, they're mine. I can talk to them, and so you go, hey man, what the hell's going on? And they like, and you're like, oh god, I got to talk to you like you're a girl. Like I have to go, oh, what's wrong, sweetie? And like you have to put that whole thing on.
You doing okay?
Yeah, like you basically like you do your wife. You kind of got to talk to them the same way. Like, hey, what's going on, man? Like, good.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
But you really don't want to talk about it.
No.
It's one of those things. And that is the thing that pisses me off. I'll tell you right now. If you're in a conversation with your significant other and like, you tell they're frustrated and they're like, what's wrong? Nothing. Obviously something's wrong. Obviously. The passive aggressive bullshit pisses me off.
Well, it's one of those things that you got to figure out, man. You got to figure out guys are fixers.
Yeah.
Like, tell me the problem, and I'll fix your problem.
Yeah.
Like, that's how we do things. like, if you were to tell me something, I'd be like, do this, this, and this. And you're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But sometimes your girl just wants you to listen.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing to figure out.
The problem is, she won't say anything. That is literally the most frustrating thing in the world.
Yeah.
Just tell me. Just tell me what you want. It'll happen. But if you're over here just being quiet and not want to talk about it, and that makes me want to, jump off a bridge.
I've never lived in a house with a girl that didn't have a huge back porch. And that was the reason. Because you're like, what's up? Nothing. All right, I'm gonna go to the porch.
That's the thing. I'll just go to the game room or something. I'll just go hang out in my room.
Yeah, I'm going to the porch.
Well, let me know when you're ready to talk.
Yeah, I'll figure it out, man. I'm gonna go to the porch. So
think for the next 3 hours, man. What did I do?
No.
What did I do? That's just how it is, though. It is.
And then they finally push the door and go, let me tell you something. Go, here we go.
Okay.
And we're up.
Well, could have done this 3 hours ago and been done with it.
Yeah. You just sat in there stewed long enough to piss yourself off. You could have said it earlier. That's
the thing that gets me. Like, well, that situation will be happening where she's stewing and she's stewing, and while she's stewing, I start stewing. And then I start thinking how this future conversation is going to go. Yeah. And then I just start getting pissed off about it. Because I know what she's going to use against me. And then I start thinking of comebacks. And then I create an imaginary argument that pisses me off.
I was just fixing to ask, do you practice the argument in your head, and then it doesn't go any way you want it to? You're give it.
And then I get, because like I said, I'm prepping for this argument. So I know what I'm going to say. And then she throws a curveball, and then I'm like, and then it pisses me off even more because now I'm standing looking like a deer in headlights.
I tell you, man, if you ever hear Bill Burr has the best bit on that, he goes, girls know how to argue. He goes, that's why you're always wrong. He goes, because he said, you are a guy, so you're arguing the point.
Yeah.
He said, you're arguing the point. He said, they're arguing everything but the point just to piss you off to the point where you call him a cunt. And he said, and then you're in the kitchen going, God damn, why am I doing the dishes and how did I lose?
That's every time.
He goes, he starts talking about how he wins arguments. How he's like, oh, I figured it out. He goes, I've done the cheat code. He goes, you just have to stay on point. He goes, get in the pocket, bob and weave, all that shit. He's like, you're going to die alone. Let it go past you. He goes,
you're just like your dad.
He said, I'm starting to turn this franchise around. He goes, I'm starting to win some games.
If you ever lose an argument, just yell. That's the way to do it.
Oh,
don't do that. Just kidding. Don't do that. That's a terrible idea.
I never was. So my go-to, because I knew it was like this one, like mine was we'd just be right in the middle of an argument, and she would just say something off the wall, and I would just go, "Yeah, you're right." Like, she was like, "What?" And I'm like, "You're right.
You're right."
And then she's like, so she would say, "Don't say that." And she would go, "Yeah, you're right, man."
Yeah,
and just keep agreeing with it. Oh, dude, that was it. That center, we were over the cliff after that. I was just like, "You're right, man. You're right."
Yeah.
And every time I said you're right, I'm like, digging the hole.
Yeah. You're sleeping on the couch tonight. That's one thing I won't do. I won't sleep on the couch.
Hell no.
There's no way.
No. If you're that pissed off, you go sleep on the couch. I'm going to sleep in my bed.
Yeah. There's no way I'm sleeping on the couch.
As long as I paid for this bitch, I'm sleeping on the couch.
If I choose to, which our new couch is fantastic. Yeah. It's great. I might sleep on it. Just because.
Yeah.
It's great.
I sleep on my couch occasionally. It's really comfortable.
Your couch in bed, yeah. I quite like
soft.
it. Yeah.
I usually don't like that because I'm a taller guy and I'm a fat guy, so I sink into the couch. Yeah. So you always wind up looking like a little kid because your knees are above your. Like, but I like to sleep on it.
I don't blame you, man. It's good for naps.
Yeah.
Our couch, our new couch it's got that. It's like a nice soft texture.
Yeah.
Which is just firm enough to where you don't sink, but it's comfortable. Yeah. And I have taken one nap on it so far. I was waiting for that day where I got to take that real good nap.
The power nap?
Dude, best nap ever.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than a nap on a new couch.
No, there's nothing better than a couch nap.
Dude, it's the best.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then you wake up and wonder what planet you're on?
Yeah, I did that right before I came here, actually. I was actually laying in bed, and I had planned on taking a nap, but I couldn't fall asleep. Mm-hmm. And then, what time? I set my alarm for 5:15. And I fell asleep at 5. I remember looking, it was 4:58 or whatever. I think I fell asleep right around 5. And then I woke up to the alarm. Like, what the fuck? Am I late to the podcast? I was like, Jesus. And I had to rush to get ready. And then I was still 4 minutes late.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, it's okay. I beat you here.
I was 6 minutes late.
Yeah. And I knew when I pulled up, I saw you weren't here. I was like, oh, I'm going to give him a hard time. For sure. Make sure he knows. Instead of time, Kenneth, be here on time.
Oh, I was late.
I was late too, so.
I was trying, actually, the reason I was late, I can give you the reason I was late.
Okay, sure.
The reason I was late was because I was trying to figure out, I never did figure it out, but I was trying to figure out I remember I told you the app, the deal, I was looking around for how you do it.
Yeah.
And I could never find it. But I looked up a video on YouTube, and that's what I did. I went down the YouTube and then I looked up and went, oh, goddamn, it's late. Yeah. And but I was looking and they say you can do it, but I just haven't found it yet.
Okay.
I got to figure it out.
We'll test out the live after this.
Yeah.
If you want. If you
sure.
have time. I mean, I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, I don't give two shits.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm off tomorrow.
Yeah, you are.
I am.
Yeah, we're both off tomorrow.
I'm off tomorrow. Yeah.
I drink too much water.
Do you got a pee-pee?
I do got a pee-pee.
Go pee-pee.
No, hold it.
I'll hold it down.
You gonna hold it down?
I'll hold it down.
All right, bet.
No problem. Here, I can talk to a wall, man.
Okay, Randy.
Randy. Yeah, Randy talks a lot. That's full show. I really don't know what to say. He's gone for now. He's got to go TT. But we'll figure it out. He should be coming back. His daughter is the cutest thing known to man, though. We went to go eat. I went to go eat with his family. He didn't go eat with his family. I went to go eat with his family. He's part of the family. And his daughter just wanted their shit the entire time. It was pretty funny. She stuck her hand in pretty much everybody's drink. It was revolting, but it was funny. I enjoyed it. it's really fun to watch Colton be a dad for sure, because he's such a like put together. Hey,
You talking shit?
no,
You sure?
positive.
You gonna cut that out?
Nope.
Oh, really?
No.
So you kept it going?
Yeah.
Okay. So how's your Hello Kitty notepad coming along, man?
Oh, that's fine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you a big fan of Hello Kitty? You look like you'd be a Hello Kitty guy.
No, my daughter was never a Hello Kitty guy or a girl.
You know, I don't know many people that were.
It's
kids?
popular as all hell, but I don't know who it was because it definitely wasn't my daughter. She has this, but it was given to her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this thing was like she was freaking 8. I just needed something to write on, so because I couldn't find my other little pad. I have my journal, but I don't want to write in it.
Yeah, don't write your journal, man.
Yeah.
That's a you thing. Just keep. You write in your journal?
Sure.
How often? You put
So-
your thoughts out.
I go in spurts. So like right now, I'm hot and heavy into it.
I bet you are.
Yeah, I'm hot and heavy
Lot
into
going
it
on.
right now, and then like I'll get to a point where it's always kind of funny, man, because I use it kind of as a almost as a roadmap type thing. Like that's kind of what I use it for. So if things are going really bad,
Yeah.
and like I mean, no, things aren't going bad right now, but if I'm in a hectic spot and I'm like, shit, man, it feels like I'm kind of like out of sorts right now, I can always go back and go, okay, well, at this time you were doing really well, so let's go back. What were you doing at that time? So I go back and I always make sure and write good and bad.
Yeah.
Because then I go back and go, what were you doing good at that time that you can look back on and go, oh, I was doing this, this, and this. I need to do that again, and everything will straighten itself out. And usually you can take that, move it forward, and you'll straighten your shit out.
So
you just gotten off kilter, and you don't realize you've gotten off kilter, but having that written down, the good times, because a lot of people just write in their journal, and they write when it's a bad time.
Yeah.
I always try to do both, because then if you're having a bad time, you look back, like right now, it's not a bad time, but it's a hectic time.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
And so I go back and go, when was the last time I had a hectic time? And you kind of remember, you go back and read and you go, oh, fuck, I'm doing the same exact things I was doing back then.
Yeah.
I'm with the same bad habits. I've fallen back into them. I just need to stop that and go back to what I was doing. And as soon as you do, like I did that today, and I had a super big, like, oh, holy shit, I'm doing all the shit that I told myself not to do again. And then once you go back and kind of read that and go, oh, you stupid ass, you're doing the same shit.
Okay.
So stop doing that, and you'll go back to being good again,
So if you don't want answers, you don't have to.
No, go ahead.
What are your good things that kind of put you back on track?
Just like, I mean, it can be anything. Like, I mean, it can be as little as like when I go back and look, I was like, because one of the first things I do when I get on my kick again, whether it's good or bad, first thing I do, what time I go to bed, what time I wake up. You know what I'm saying? Just write it. All you got to do is write it down.
Yeah.
When you look over and you look at the clock right before you go to bed, when you lay down, write the time down. Write the time when you get up. And then, like, you just kind of write throughout the day what you're doing. So, like, when you look back, you go, oh, well, I was getting this much sleep. And now, like, I was doing like 6 to 7 back here. And now I'm doing 2 to 3. So there's a fuck up already.
Yeah, that's pretty you know what I'm saying? Imperative.
Yeah, and then you go back and you go, oh, well, during this time, I was coming home and I was doing this, this, and this in this order, and I have my shit together. And over here, I'm coming home, I'm sitting on the couch, I'm not doing anything. And then I get up and I'm rushed to do this or that. And so then you're like, oh, well, back here, I just had my shit together. I was coming home, I was in a routine. I did this, and then I went to bed. And then I was eating this, I was eating that. I was eating good, I was doing what I was supposed to do, I was doing a little workout before I went to bed. And over here, I'm a total fuck up. I'm going home, I'm sitting on the couch till I'm procrastinating. I'm stopping and getting fast food. And then on top of getting fast food, then I get home and I have this, and this to do. And I'm waiting until 9 o'clock at night before I go, shit. And then I got to get up and get this done. Then you're going to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning because it took you 4 hours to get all this stuff done when you should have just done it when you got home at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then you'd have been done by 7. And then you can sit down and watch TV and relax. Or you go, it's just stuff like that. You go, oh, I have my life in order back here. That's just one instance, But then you do very emotional stuff too. You're like, oh, back then I was going, man, I'm really happy in this area of my life because I'm doing this, and this. And then you go back and you read this and you're bitching about everything. And you're like, oh, I'm just not putting my shit together. Like I got to figure some things out. Like that's all it is. It's just a roadmap, man.
So back when you were rotating, were you doing the same thing? So does it work while you rotate?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's what I need to do because I have no kind of consistency.
Yeah, but I always try to do no matter what, I always, whether it was good or bad, I always tried to do half bad, half good. Mm-hmm. So I always started it out. I kind of did how you do like feedback on an interview.
Yeah.
I always did positive, negative, positive. Mm-hmm. You know, like, this is going good. Here's the shit. You got to find one thing. Mm-hmm. You don't have to like. If it's bad, if your life's going like shit right now, that's cool, man. It's fine. Just find one good and one bad to end it off on. Start it off on, end it off on. Just find one good and one bad. That's all you're looking for. Just, all right, man. Well, at least this went right today. You know, and at least this went right today. You know, like, and it can be small shit, man. It ain't got to be nothing big. You ain't got to be like, well, goddamn, I won the lottery today. You know, like, it don't have to be
broke
like that.
My pen. My favorite pen. Got broken.
But it can be anything as far as the good goes. It's like, well, man, mine would be as small as like all this shit would be going wrong, you know, and at the beginning of it, I'd be like, but I picked kiddo up from school. On time. I got to spend an hour with kiddo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's hey,
good.
If nothing else happens, at least that happened.
Yeah.
And I was even talking to Garrett the other day about this. One of the things that, especially when I was just a total screw up and I was boozing all the time, and like, my life was in total shitter. I owed everybody money. Ooh. I had no money. Like that, all that stuff. My parents were having to bail me out. That kind of, not bail me out. They were having to bail me out of my money problems. And when all that shit was going on, that was probably the worst point in my life. And like I said, I was boozing all the time. It was a disaster. Like, I couldn't get my shit straight to save my life. There was nothing good I could write in that book. Mm-hmm. And I told Garrett, I said, because he was making fun of, I think he was making fun of his roommate about it. And I was like, I'm not saying that this is why she's doing that. I said, but I'll tell you why I do it. And the only thing I could do was if I got up every morning and made my bed. I was like, I got one thing done. I made my bed for the day. Like, and it's stupid, but to this day, I still make my bed before I leave the house every day. It doesn't matter if I'm late. It doesn't matter what's going on. I have to make my bed before I leave because it's the one thing that you can look back on and go, fuck it, at least I made my bed. Like, my bed is made, and when I go home, I don't have sheets and shit all over the place. My bed is made, and like I have the girliest bed in the whole world because I've got like the decorative pillows and all that stuff, and I do that for a reason because I'm like, no, you have to make it, and you have to make it look nice, and like, if nothing else, I make my bed. My house can be a total shit show, but my fucking bed's made. You know, like
there's a famous like video of, I don't remember who, but it's always start your day by making your bed. Yeah. And I think it's about building routine, and then once you build a routine, it's easier to work out and be healthy. You build a routine. It doesn't take long to build a routine, but
it's sticking with it is the hardest thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, consistent. Like, I do really good at working out for 2-3 maybe a month max. 2-3 weeks, maybe a month, and then I hit that midnight shift. And then it just jacks everything up. And then that's where I've really struggled with. I mean, I put on some weight. Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah. But I'll do really good working out, and then that midnight shift hits, man. I fall apart, and then I get right back into those bad habits. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Where can I put that part of the routine into my midnight shift? Because what happens is I'll come home. When I get off work, I get off at like 8 a.m., come home, and I'll spend an hour, maybe 2 with the wifey, and then I go to sleep. I wake up, kiddo's there.
Right.
And then spend time with the kiddo. She goes to bed. We eat dinner. And then if I have time, I'll take a nap.
Yeah, so do you work out every day on the other shifts? So how often do you work? Every 3 times a week?
Yeah, probably 3 times a week. So I just got to find a time to where I feel so tired all the time. That's the problem.
Oh, you're talking about midnights or all the time?
Yeah, midnights.
Okay, so that's what I was going to say. So if you're working out 3 times a week, just during that week, that's I understand it's a 7-day stretch. I get it's a long time. But even if you cut it back to like 1 time a week, if you just get 1 in, I mean, it's not. I know that one probably doesn't make a difference in the world, but it's kind of like the making the bed thing. Making your bed don't make a fuck. Yeah. It doesn't make a shit. But if you can get that 1 in, you go, all right, at least I got 1 in. Yeah. And then the other days, you can do the 3 times or whatever. You just get 1 in. Mm-hmm. Just get the 1.
Yeah.
And that's good enough. Because midnights is rough, dude.
Midnights is rough.
It's a tough shit.
Especially where I work, man. Well, I'm not saying anything about anybody else where they work, but midnights where I work right now.
Oh, it's rough.
Dude, you've seen how it is back there.
It's rough.
God, we're getting our teeth kicked in every day. Yeah. The amount of stairs. I get a kind of a workout in with just my stairs, but it's not the same.
And I mean, again, it's not. I'm not being stupid, but you don't have to use your home equipment all the time.
Yeah.
Get it in on your lunch break.
Yeah, so I used to do that a lot.
Yeah.
Like, so when I first started at Mars,
It's fine.
Oh, my bad.
That's fine.
Cut it.
We're talking good about it.
Yeah. When I first started at that company, I had just moved in with Carissa, my now wife, and so it was weird. I guess probably because I didn't have a kiddo, but I was working out 5-6 times a week.
Right.
I was looking good. I was looking good.
Mm-hmm.
But I would also, they had a gym at the apartment complex we lived at, so I'd work out there, and then on my breaks at work, I would also go work out, and I just had so much more energy.
Yeah.
Then maybe it's just because I'm worn down. I don't know, but
it's called age, brother.
It was a lot easier. I'd get a 30-minute pump in, and I'd feel real good about it.
And that's the whole thing, man. It's like you can, like, there was a guy that used to work there. He doesn't work there anymore, but he used to work there. And on midnight shift, he would work out on his other shifts, but on midnight shift, he would just go up and row for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
He would just hit the row machine and row for 30 minutes. He's like, I know it's not, because the row machine is kind of an all-body thing.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm not lifting weights, I'm not doing this, but at least I'm getting a full-body workout, and he would only do it like 2 times a week. Mm-hmm. He would run up there, set the timer for 30 minutes, or he'd set it for about 35 minutes because it'd take him about 5 minutes to walk back. So he'd take about 35 minutes and just whoop, and he would row for 35 minutes and go back to work.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's not great. It's not the, I'm not gonna line up like Arnold Schwarzenegger after this, but it's something. Yeah,
it's something. And that's a lot of it too. Like the position I'm in now, I don't get a whole lot of breaks anymore.
Yeah,
that's an issue sometimes.
That's where you gotta. I mean, unfortunately, you gotta give up that lunch.
Yeah. I gotta eat. If I don't eat, I get sick.
Yeah.
I start feeling nauseous, and I have to eat.
No. Well, then spend half lunch eating.
Yeah, I'll just take a sandwich and work out.
Eat it up. Do your thing.
We'll figure it out. We'll get there eventually.
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe. If not, I'm happy.
Not, take midnights off and work your ass off for the rest of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just take your midnight shit off.
Yeah.
Midnight shift off, not shit.
Midnight shift. I gotta have my midnight shit, man.
Yeah, but take your midnight shift off. Just take those 7 days off, and the rest of them, work instead of doing 3 times a week, do 4 times a week.
Yeah. No, I'm happy, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, I would like to get in a better shape, but I'm happy, so I can't really complain. I'm sweating my nuts off again.
I just felt it run down my left ball, which was weird. Like, it's weird that you say that because I just felt it go. Bing,
Garrett? Is it Garrett? No, maybe it was Travis. We had a guest on Travis from the. We made it, and ever since he called it his nut butter. That's all I can think about is just calling my sweat nut butter. That comment just stuck with me.
So do you do any journaling or anything like that?
No, I never have.
No, it's not for everybody.
I tried it out. When I was younger, and I did it for like a week, and my handwriting sucks. So
my handwriting.
I'd try to read it, and I would like, what was I writing right here? I've literally done that. I was like, I wrote down in this journal, whatever it was, and I tried to go back and read it, and I was like, I don't even know what I'm writing. What am I doing? So I just stopped doing it. I used to keep an actual like little. I would go every first of the year. I go buy like a cool spiral. Like from like Barnes and Noble or something like that. I would go do that. But now because of my handwriting, you say that because of my handwriting, I just before I go lay down, I do it on my laptop. That makes sense.
And I just keep it in a file on my laptop. Just and then it makes it kind of easy because then whenever you're looking for stuff, you don't have to thumb back through. You can just hit the search bar and search out keywords, and then it'll take you back to where it's like.
Do you put everything in there or just like certain things? Do you exclude things on purpose?
No,
she put everything in there.
Oh yeah, I mean if it's journal worthy, I mean I'm not going to tell you what I had to eat that day or anything.
Okay.
But yeah, no, good, bad, or ugly. If I did some fucked up shit, I'll put it in there.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, because and also it's kind of weird. I know this is kind of again I'm kind of morbid when it comes to this.
Yeah, you are.
It's just like this podcast thing, man. Your kids are going to see this forever.
Yeah.
Like if I killed over tomorrow, man, my daughter can spend an hour with me every day for however long for forever.
Yeah, so
she can come in and hang out with me for an hour.
Yeah,
and she can actually. It's not like because I'm telling you, man, the one that got me, dude. I'm telling you, man, I am not an emotional guy at all. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm very aware.
Not emotional at all. But I'll tell you what, that goddamn Marty damn near got me all.
Who?
Marty. It was the first or second time he was on We Made It. And and dude, that guy talked about, because his dad passed away when he was like 13 or whatever. Yeah. He was a young kid and his dad passed away, and he told me, because
I remember. Okay, yeah, I remember you tearing up.
Yeah, so he told me, he was like, the weirdest thing was back in those days, especially if you didn't have a lot of money growing up, it's not like the phones didn't record and shit back then, and you had to have a video camera or something like that. And he said that he only has a few pictures of his dad. He said, so I remember what he looks like, but he said he can't remember what his dad sounds like. Yeah. To this day, he said, I don't remember what my dad's voice sounds like.
They said that's the first thing that goes in memory.
And I was like, and when that, dude, it made me so sad, because I talk to my dad every night.
Yeah.
Every day I talk to my dad. I don't miss a day. Every day me and my dad talk, and I was like, if I ever forgot what that guy sounded like, that would crush me. It would crush me.
Should have him on here, like just a one-on-one, you and him.
It would never happen. That would never happen.
Just be like, hey dad,
no,
this is my wish.
No,
my one wish. I haven't had a birthday since I was 10. give me an 11th birthday.
No, but yeah, man. And so after that, I told myself, I was like, my kiddo will never forget what I sound like, because I will put this shit out. I don't care if, no offense to anybody that listens out there, I don't give two fucks if 3 people listen to this. I don't care. This is not for you. This is not for you. This is for me.
That's beautiful.
It's this is a 1 hour therapy session. I don't have to pay for. Well, I paid quite a bit for it.
It's a one-time payment though. It's not a reoccurring.
But yeah, this is a 1 hour therapy session. It actually winds up being about 3 hour therapy session every week.
Yeah.
Like I said, and at the end of the day, when I'm dead and gone, this is still going to be out floating around somewhere.
Yeah, and so I like that. That's a great way to think about it. And then she can go back and relive your memories that you were expressing. But then, sorry, this just popped in my head.
No,
she's gonna love listening to all your dick jokes.
Oh yeah. And like I said, so the good thing is me and my daughter have about the same sense of humor. She doesn't tell dick jokes at 14 years old, but.
No, your daughter's hilarious.
Yeah, she's got the same sense of humor. So as she gets older, I'm telling you, her humor is going dark. It's gonna happen. She's gonna look at this and laugh.
I'm worried about myself, because you're a good guy. I hope we hang out for a while.
Sure.
And hopefully you don't kick the bucket too soon, or I don't kick the bucket too soon.
Yeah.
But I plan on hanging out with you guys, plenty having y'all over. You know, as my kids grow up too. She is going to roast the ever-living shit out of me. And when she starts getting to that, 17, 18, 19, she starts really putting it out there.
Yeah.
I'm worried how bad she's going to roast me.
Yeah, who's that? Your daughter?
No, your daughter.
Oh, my daughter.
Oh, yeah. Right. My daughter I'm not as worried about. No. Because if she takes after her mom has some good one-liners.
Yeah.
But she's not going to go dark and, just put me under with her jokes,
right?
As to where your daughter is going to absolutely bury me.
I wish. This is one thing I wish. I wish my daughter was more. I wish she was more like me in the fact that she's like me in 99% of the way that she is, except for she's not very embarrassed. She's been around you, so she's opened up.
Yeah,
but she is not an open person. She's very shy. Like if you put her in front of a group of people and go talk, she's gonna go. And that's it. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? She can't talk in front of people. She can't do anything like that. I wish she could do that, because I'm telling you, that kid has a comedic timing.
Oh, yeah.
That she could go on stage and she would kill a room.
What did she call me that one day? It was like, she hit it so perfect on the knot. She called something about a cowboy or something.
Yeah, she's got a comedic timing that kills me. And it's like, when you watch her, you're like, you're a stand-up. Yeah. You're a stand-up comedian. You just don't have the nuts to get up on stage and do it. Well, but if you did, you could murder a room. Like you could kill a room.
Obviously, it takes. I mean, you can practice that out of her, or she can practice it out of herself.
Yeah,
that's what a lot of comedians do. That's how they start out. Is like nervous and on, trying to get those one-liners out, and they struggle. It's possible to get it out of her. But it's those first couple times.
Man, I'm telling you, if you ever got hilarious. That girl on stage, I'm telling you, she's got a timing that I don't even have.
Yeah.
And even me and my dad are pretty quick-witted, and she can get both of us, man. Oh, yeah. She just kills us.
She's funny.
So
she's
funny,
a funny kid, man.
She's hilarious. It kills me. It kills me how mature her when she does say something, it's like not like you're a poopy head, something like that. Like when she
No,
comes back,
her
she
roast are
cuts
roast.
you. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, man. Like, I'm your dad.
telling
Stop.
you, I can't remember what it was, but when she got me that day with the cowboy or whatever it was, I was like,
Yeah. You're like, God damn it. Like,
nobody's ever called me that before.
yeah. You're like, God bless, man. Really?
Yeah, she should just ask her to write some jokes, man.
I know it. I mean, I wish I could do it, but she would never in a million years do it. But God, if you could get her up there and get her comfortable, like it would she could annihilate some people, man.
So okay,
It's so funny.
I know we got you got a little bit morbid with the whole. Not I won't say morbid, but
Yeah.
if you're right now, I mean, she's listening to this in 30 years when you and maybe I long on whoever nobody knows how long.
Right.
What would you? What's your words to her? I want you to be inspirational right now.
Oh, I don't think there's. I mean, I've told her this before. I'm like, I've told her, kiddo, just don't ever. Growing up in my teenage years and stuff like that, I let a lot of what I did, and not bad stuff. I'm talking about there are things that I wish I could go back and do that. It was even, and I don't want to shit on my parents. This has nothing to. I don't want that to come off this way. Mm-hmm. But there was even stuff that I didn't do because I was like, oh, my parents are gonna just cringe if I do that, you know. And it was the same thing with like even my brother, my friends. There was a lot of things I was like, God, I just don't want to do that because if I do, I'm never gonna hear the end of it, you know. But I really, really wanted to do it. And the one thing I've tried to preach to my kiddo is, I don't give two shits, man. Do what you want to do. Like, if there's something you want to go do it. Like, don't think about me. Don't think about your mom. Don't think about anything. You get 1 80-year, if you're lucky, ride on this merry-go-round. If you're lucky, you're going to get 80 years. You better enjoy it.
Make it
every last one of them.
Yeah.
Because it's not long, man.
Yeah.
I'm 41. Yesterday, I was 21. You know what I'm saying? It flies, man.
I'm telling you, from the age of 18 to 26, since I've gotten out of school, it's flying by.
Yeah.
That's the same thing I would tell my daughter.
It gets faster and faster. Do what you want to do, man. Don't listen to nobody. Don't worry about it. If you're not hurting anybody else, do your thing, man. Yeah. Like, make sure you do what you want to do because I didn't do a lot of the stuff I wanted to do because I thought about what other people did. And even when we started this, you know, it's still buried in me somewhere because even when we started this, I didn't tell a lot of people about it until we were probably 6 or 7 episodes in. And then I started telling people that I cared about. I was like, oh, we started it.
Yeah,
and,
we're trying something out.
We're trying something out. Yeah. But even then, I was just, I'll tell you this, I didn't tell my parents. My parents found out.
Did they?
By accident. Yeah, they walked in. And so they don't come to my house very often just because they just don't. They don't come to my house very often. But I had set up and I would always take it down because just in case they came by, I would take everything down and put it up after every episode. I would take it down and put it up because I didn't want anybody that I didn't want over there walking in and seeing it. And they came over surprise style one time and we had just finished recording, like probably 30 minutes before we'd finished recording. And they walked in and I had it set up and they were like, what's this? And I was like, shit.
Well.
Yeah. And so I told them, and a lot of the reason I didn't tell them is just because I knew my parents are very supportive, so I knew they would listen.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is a therapy session for me, and sometimes your parents don't need to know everything you did, you know?
Yeah, you get scolded.
Yeah, you know, they don't need to know everything you did. Goes. I don't want my parents knowing everything I did, just like my parents probably don't want me to know everything they did. And so it was one of those things where I kind of almost didn't want them to listen because I was like, I mean, and I've told my parents, man, you're going to hear some shit, so don't get upset. Because my parents are the type of parents that will get upset about that, you know, and I'm like, I get it. Don't get upset, brother.
I get it.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I hear it, but this is for one of the first times in my life I'm doing something I want to do, and if you get upset about it, you get upset about it, man. Yeah. But I'm not going to not do this because it's too fun.
Yeah, it's a blast.
It's too much fun to not do. I miss when we don't get to, like, if we do these, like, we're doing these back to back, so we won't do one for a while.
Yeah.
And it'll bother me.
Hey, we can always do another one. Well, I'm on afternoons, so it'll be a little bit difficult, but we can always work something out, man.
Yeah.
I love doing this. Yeah. And that is, so my wife is extremely supportive of this because I don't ever do anything for myself. I never have. Like, always been you first. Right. You do what you want. I'll take a back seat. I'll stay at home while you can go party, whatever you want to do, whatever it is. But when you first invited me and we talked about it, and you're like, hey, man, come on. And I did it, loved it, and I told her about it, and she saw that I was really enthusiastic about it. And she was like, if that's something you want to do it. Yeah. And so every chance, you know, we typically record on, you know, Thursdays or whatever, and she's like, that's your day.
Yeah, go do your thing.
Go do your thing. Whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter what's going on. Now, if she's sick or something, I'll stay home.
Yeah, exactly.
But even then, she's like, no, I'll be okay. Go. She pushes me towards it, which I'm very grateful for. So it's like you said, it's kind of like a release. It's something to where I can get away from the outside world and just relax.
Yeah.
As to where once I leave this room,
it's back to the
life is like kicking me in the face again.
Yeah, that's right back to what you were doing before.
So it's nice to get a couple hours away, man.
But when that door closes, man, you can just chill for a little while. Everything's good. And I hope that whatever it is, I hope that my daughter finds something like that she can just chill out. And this is what I like to do. And I don't give a shit what it is, man. Don't let anybody say that, you shouldn't do that. Or man, whatever it is, do it, man.
Yeah.
Like, if it's drawing, if it's, picking your nose and scratching your ass, that's cool.
If you love watching anime, do it.
Yeah, well. I don't like that. Yeah, it's fine, kiddo. Just don't tell me. Just don't tell me about it.
Don't tell Dad.
The first time you try to bring up in the conversation, that's where I'm going to look at you. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. That's something I've learned is just accept it, man. Like I know that's how you are. You just accept whatever she does.
Dude,
it was anime.
It's so funny, man. I give everybody a hard time, but it's just because that's what I do.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, I don't give two shits what anybody does.
I figured out real quick how you act with like that stuff. Like you're gonna bust my balls left and right, but at the end of the day, you don't really care what I like and don't like.
Well,
I mean, you care about me, but
not what
you're not legitimately judging me for my interests.
Outside of you coming in here and snorting rails off the table, and me going, "Hey, bud, you got a 1-year-old." Probably should put that up, huh?
Yeah.
Like, outside of that, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna hard pass on that one.
You start coming in here and like you start coming in here mainlining heroin. I might have something to say. Like, hey, buddy, you got a 1-year-old, man.
You're done.
You had from 20 to 25 to knock this out. You didn't do it. That's your fault.
Yeah. Get your shit together.
Yeah, you have to
get your shit together.
Keep on the straight and narrow, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So it means whatever they're interested in, we'll support it. That's just the end of the day. I think that's what a good parent should do.
Yeah, man.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, and I've always, I mean, whether it's right or wrong, what's going on with this thing? There we go. Whether it's right or wrong, I've always been one of those people that look, man, don't make me be the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not one of those parents that I think I'm your friend. I'm not your friend. I'm your dad.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, I'm your dad. But we can be friendly.
Yeah.
You know, and so like, as long as you're cool with me and as long as you're cool with your mom, I'm cool with you.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Just don't make me be that guy.
Yeah.
Because my ex-wife told her, man, she's like, don't ever get your dad involved. He's crazy. He's an insane person. Like,
yeah.
It's all gas, no brakes. If you let him get there, don't let him get there. Just like, and it's only happened once.
Yeah.
And she said, she told my ex-wife, it will never ever happen again.
Yeah.
She's like, that man's crazy.
Yeah.
She's like, he's nuts. And she's like, I told you, he's a crazy person.
You got to be a dad though.
Yeah.
You got to be the dad.
Yeah. You got.
There's too many people that they've lived as friends with their children, and it shows as adults.
It's crazy.
You can tell like them as adults. They're like they think they can just walk over everybody because that's what they did when they were young. Yeah,
and I mean, I guess a lot of people, especially my parents, cringe at it a little bit because the way that my daughter talks to me, and she doesn't talk to me rude or anything like that, but some of the stuff she says, I'm like, talk normal.
Yeah.
Don't sugarcoat it because I'm around. Talk normal.
Yeah.
You know. So she talks normal. She's a normal, like, you know, and some of the stuff she says, she's like, man, you shouldn't let her say that. And I'm like, why? Yeah. Like, she's a human being. Like,
actually, I brought this up.
She's a baby human.
I brought this up to my parents or somebody the other day. I don't remember. Maybe it wasn't my parents, but as adults, we teach our children not to go. I mean, you don't want them dropping F-bombs left and right at school, but is it a little hypocritical? Because as soon as I walk out that door, I'm dropping F-bombs left and right, and then I mean they're gonna see that.
Yeah.
But we're telling them not to do it. So they're just going to do it when they're not around us.
Sure.
And then it's going to get worse. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I understand the point of letting them, you know, speak freely and normally, just to an extent.
Sure.
Yeah, you just got to be careful with it. But let them be them, you know?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, and my daughter's not a big cusser anyway. She's not going to cuss or anything like that. But also the stuff she says, and she's very, the cool thing that's happened with Kiddo is she's become very... Because I've developed that relationship with her, where like I'm not gonna judge you for anything you do, and like you can come to me for stuff, and I'm not gonna judge you. Now I'm gonna tell you if you're fucking up. You know, I'm like, hey dipshit, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, but also, at the same time, what I just said, that's no different. What I just said is what I say to her.
Yeah.
Like, hey, dipshit, don't do that. What are you doing? I talk to her like a grown-up because she's a grown-up.
Yeah.
She's 14. She's not grown.
Yeah.
But she's grown up to the point where
she can understand.
She understands that, hey, dum-dum, don't do that.
Yeah, we know we were there. We were that age.
Yeah, hey, dum-dum, don't do that. And that has developed is she is, without her knowing it, she is very open and honest with me, where she'll get to talking, she'll be halfway through the conversation before she clams up. And I'm like, I already heard it. Just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she doesn't even realize because she's so used to like, I can just say this around dad and he's not going to judge me for it. And he's not going to go, what are you doing? He's not going to do any of that. So she'll get to talking. And like I said, she'll get halfway through the conversation and just look over like, shit, I'm talking to my dad.
Yeah.
I thought I was just talking to somebody else. I'm talking to my dad. Damn, I didn't want him to know that. I'm like, well, yeah, I might as well just say it. I already know it now.
The thing about you is you've lived a life, so you know where the boundaries are.
Sure.
So
that was the one thing about my ex-wife that she's always been. If there was any thankful part of the old life, she's really happy about it. She's like, that kid will never come in fucked up, and you won't know it.
Oh yeah,
no,
you'll know everything.
Like, hey, you. Come here.
Let's sit down. Let's have a talk.
What happened?
That's just how it is.
Take me through the night.
Yeah. She's like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not.
I remember, been there.
Yeah.
On that.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
you're not good.
It out. Yeah.
But yeah, no, man. I like the fact that she's that open and honest, like that she doesn't feel like she has to shut up.
Yeah.
When I'm around.
I tell you, you've done the times I've been around her. She's a great kid. You've done y'all have done a great job.
Yeah, her mom's a.
Yeah.
It ain't just me.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to put it on just you.
No,
there's two parents.
Me.
Man.
Her mom is. And this is every guy's gonna say this, unless she's a batshit crazy person. Everybody's gonna say this, but I mean, if you could build a mom from the ground up, her mom is.
Yeah.
She's like, and as stupid as this sounds, if you could build an ex-wife from the ground up, that's it, man.
I mean,
she does not. There's no that.
You want to have a good relationship.
Yeah, man. She's cool. Like, and we're cool with each other. Like, we don't fight. We don't argue. There's nothing to argue about. Like, we argue. It's so funny because she's a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
I'm a 41-year-old man who's never been around a girl. Mm-hmm. So. Don't know.
Yeah.
Have no idea how this is supposed to go. So I rely heavily on her mom. Like, she comes up and goes, Dad, I want to do this. And I'm like, okay. Hey, do we do that? Like, that's the next question. Is that a yes or do we say yes or no? Like, what do we, because I don't know. I'm sitting there going, yeah, sounds like a great idea. Is that a good idea? And she's going, no, it's a horrible idea. Oh, okay. No, we can't do that. And that's one thing is you never use like, well, your mom said. No, it's like, no, we said.
Yeah.
We said you can't do this.
It's a team thing. It's a team thing.
And,
it's got to be.
But I lean on her for the most. But the good thing about her is she knows that, like, if I come to her and go, this is what's happening, she usually doesn't argue because she's like, oh, if he's that dead set on it, like, he never. Yeah. Like, it's always up to me. So if he, like, line in the sands and goes, this is what's happening, then I'm just like, okay. Like, sounds good. And we've had a couple of those, but outside of that, I'll leave it up to her. Like, look, you were the 14-year-old girl. If this was a 14-year-old boy, it'd be heavily mine.
Yeah.
But this is a 14-year-old girl. I don't know anything about 14-year-old girls. You do. You used to be one.
Yeah.
So you tell me, is it a good idea or not?
I dread the day my daughter's that age.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm terrified.
I don't know, man.
I mean, it's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
I'm ready for her to start doing sports and stuff like that and start getting into activities. But I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a scary thought.
Yeah, it's a scary age.
Yeah. Well, luckily, I'll have my brother he's got two older daughters than my daughter. So
and now you're getting into it's a different kind of thing.
Yeah.
Inevitably, the first heartbreak's coming. Mm-hmm. That's coming. That's on its way.
You're probably getting real close to that.
Yeah, the first
couple years.
Her first heartbreak's coming. That's gonna make its way in at some point. We're probably not too terribly far off from your weddings and your first. I'm moving in with so and so. Like, holy shit, here we go.
The way it is nowadays, it's within the next 10 years, bud.
Yeah, she's gonna be moving in with somebody, shacking up with somebody, and like,
I gotta say, we moved quite quick. We were living together after 3 months of dating. So, so you never know, man. I mean, it worked out, so I can't really complain. But
yeah, all that's right around the corner.
How does that make you feel?
Man.
Old?
I don't take anything like that. My ex-wife is more bothered by that stuff than I am. I don't get bothered by it because I'm like, it is what it is. It's life. Like, it's what happens.
Yeah.
You've had your heart broken. I've had my heart broken. My ex-wife's had her heart broken. Mm-hmm. You think this little shit's making it out without getting her heart broken? No. Everybody's got to go through it.
Everybody.
You have to. You know, it's part of what makes you. You know, you have to do it. If she works all the way through life without getting your heart broken, that's going to break my heart because it means you never lived. You know?
Unless there's perfection.
Yeah, I hope not.
Well,
you need those scars, man. You have to have them. That's what makes you. That's what. If you go through your whole life and never have any kind of struggle whatsoever, you're not living, man.
Yeah.
You're just existing. You're existing and staying out of the way of anything that's going to hurt you or bother you or anything like that. You're staying away from all that, which means you're not living. You got to live, man.
God damn it, Kenneth, you're.
Yeah, dude.
You think deeply.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm not all the way an idiot. I'm 99% moron.
Well, that's what this show's about, basically. So we're both 99% moron.
99% moron, but I have some every once in a while I come up with one.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, man, you got to live, and if you're not living, you're not getting hurt. Like, you got to be hurt.
Jeez.
You want to wheel this bitch in at the end, just barely making it, man. Like, that's the way you want to end it. You know?
Yeah.
You want to go to wherever you think you're going after this and show up like, Jesus Christ, that was fucking weird, wasn't it? Like, you know, that's what you want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to walk in like nothing happened.
Yeah.
You want to walk in looking like the dude off of Back to the Future with the wild hair and like, fuck.
Everybody's asking you, how was it?
Yeah. Damn, it was like that, huh?
Yeah.
That was a crazy one.
You can get to the next part and tell all your stories, and they're like, man, I wish I did that.
Yeah, but nah, it's just crazy, man. You got to live.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying you got to go ham.
Yeah.
I mean, some of us took it a little far, but.
Just pump the brakes.
But yeah, I mean, you
pump the brakes every now
a little
and then.
bit. But yeah, man, definitely, you got to live.
I get it.
You got to.
Get it, man. That was beautiful. That was beautifully put, sir.
Yeah, I guess. I'm a practical fucking wordsmith, you know.
Well, you said it, not me. You put it in my word. You put it in my mouth.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I did.
Well,
that was awesome.
It was average size.
Hey,
the words, sir. The words.
Oh, okay.
You didn't use big words. You used good words.
Sure.
In my mouth.
Hey,
that's what we do around here.
All right.
Was that good?
I think we're. I mean,
that was a beautiful. I'm just saying that was a really. I like the way how that ended.
Sure.
You got any dad jokes today?
Nope.
I got one, but I don't really know if this episode deserves one. I mean, like it to put it down because that was.
Put your fucking dad joke in. You know you want to.
Yes. So I've been trying to think of this for the last 2 hours, basically.
I hear you.
I didn't come in prepared.
Okay.
So, what did the janitor say when he jumped out to scare somebody?
I don't know.
Supplies. Well, everybody, it's been another episode of Last Minute Laugh. I hope y'all had a great afternoon. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I don't know where the mouse is. I can't find the mouse. Where's the mouse?
You're blowing it, man.
Where you do it?
You're blowing.
Please like, subscribe, comment, do all the good things. What did you do with it? There it is. All right.